And now you're looking live. Now you're looking live at the final Pac-10 championship before they switch it up, and I no longer have to make a mistake. And it's once again the Oregon Ducks making an appearance as they take on a first-time team coming in to Los Angeles, Washington State. We are in SoFi Stadium, as it's supposed to be.
Zero calories. Enjoy everything. Both teams are lining up for the kickoff. We're just about set to get this one underway. Nice kick, plenty of distance. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback.
In Washington State, what a better way to do than introducing this team?
What the offense can do as they come out onto the field.
A team with no expectations for the year.
Let's see what the defense
They hired a new coach in from that UMass squad that went 11-2 last season. And he has done miracles for this Washington State team.
The 38-yard line.
I tell you what, this defense better start to get pressure on the quarterback. They're giving him way too much time back there to throw the football.
They'll spread the field with 5 wide.
We're announcing the new Pac-12 divisions at half. It'll be a 14-team conference next season.
Fires it out.
Already, look at Washington State working their way down the
about
field.
the 47-yard line. What a play.
Boy, solid job there by the quarterback, recognizing the defensive coverage and delivering the ball to the open receiver.
Washington State, that's Calvin Taylor, the starter. He's going to just throw that one.
And he throws it away.
Even though they didn't sack him, the pressure was still enough to force a bad pass. If you can get in there and disrupt the pocket, then the quarterback is going to have a tougher time getting the ball to his playmakers.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 47-yard line.
He throws
Gets
it.
it out quickly. Tackle around the 49-yard line.
4 yards.
That's a loss of 4 yards.
Well, that's just a sound play.
And
by
no
the
matter
defense.
what happens
They
tonight,
dropped him well short of the line of
Washington State certainly can hang their hats on an extremely impressive year, including breaking a record and making some history a few weeks ago with a 9-overtime win over Stanford, the longest game in 2KU history. Here's 3rd and 14. He's going to be brought down by his own lineman almost as he heaves it up. Incomplete.
He had the pick and he dropped it. So that'll make it 4th down.
The offense really had nowhere to go on
And their
that
first drive, they'll
play
punt
was
it.
very well defended. Now the incompletion will force the 4th down and a punt.
Now we go to the end zone for a touchback.
They'll bring it out to the 20. Oregon's a team and a program that year in, year out's got 1,000-yard rushers. Sometimes they've got 2, and they've got that huge offensive line.
Here's the Oregon coming out on the field. And from a team with no expectations
I think they're going to have to take some chances
to a national championship favorite each of the last 3 years.
For this offense, when you have such a gifted running back, it opens up every aspect of the offense. I mean, the play action pass with this running
They had a bit of a letdown being the best 8-4 team in the nation in 2022.
And show what you can do as a complete
That's because they're
offense.
missing these guys up front. Andrew Burnett and Terrence Noel, the backbone of this Oregon offense. Burnett currently the Heisman favorite.
3rd down.
Expected to take home the hardware.
Quick throw, incomplete. Wanted his receiver.
Number 23, the intended receiver on the play.
Washington State has had 2 losses on the year. One of them was to Oregon. Their other was to Kansas State.
Tackle made to 39-yard line.
As Wazoo will get it once again.
And so far, it's been totally even. In close games like this, every possession is likely to matter. 5 wide.
They're going to go 5 wide here on 1st and 10. I don't even think it's correct. They have a back in
He's
there.
got it out to his tight end. And they make the stop at the 46.
second and 2.
So an empty backfield with 5 wide receivers.
Second and 2. Just throws it out of bounds.
Complete. Number 19 was the intended receiver on the play.
From their own 46-yard line. It's third down.
Up the gut, there's a first down.
Down he goes at the 42-yard line.
It's a good job of converting on third down with the running game.
First down.
Quick throw out to the receiver. And he's tackled
And that's
at
not
about
getting
the
anything.
45.
That was a loss of 3 yards. That brings up second and 13.
From the 45-yard line. Second down.
Second and 13. There's a first
It's the
down.
junior.
Down to the 30.
Around the 31-yard line.
Good for a gain of 14 yards. That makes it first and 10.
On first and 10. Short throw. It's
And
caught.
bring him down around the 22-yard line.
Get 9 out of it. The big critique against Washington State
Brings up second and 1.
for the longest part of the season is they hadn't really gotten any big wins against any competitors. They got a win against Stanford. Can they get one here?
They go back to him on a quick throw. Brought down in the open field.
Into the 10.
Gain of 12 on the play. First down.
This is supposed to represent SoFi. You are right.
And they get nice yardage
For a
on that
6-yard
run.
gain.
Gain of 5 yards. That'll make it second and 4.
Second and 4. Quarterback keeper
Touchdown,
touchdown,
Cougars.
Washington State. For the first time in team history, they score in the conference championship.
He made a great move to get into the end zone.
There's a perfect play call. They look like they practiced that one a few times.
And he hits the PAT. A 9-play, 62-yard drive. And they put up 7 points. So the score now, 7-0. Washington State is ready to kick it away. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. He's to the
Into
20.
end zone. Oh, and he returns it. Oh, taking a shot. Terrence Noel in the conversation for return man of the year.
You never like to have to play from behind, but a deficit this manageable shouldn't be in the front of their minds. They just need to go out there and play.
Danny making sure everyone gets that LA money. Which they're gonna try a fake
Here's an
there on the
opening.
option.
He's taken down at the 36.
And if there's any team that can run the option well, it's Oregon.
First down.
Oregon's one loss this season was to Oklahoma State. He fakes it to nobody, and he still
They
gets
get
4
about
yards.
4 on that keeper.
That makes it second and 6.
Another
And he's
keep.
level at the
Only
43-yard
at 4
line.
this time.
That's good for a gain of 3 yards. That makes it third and 3.
He's got
Keeps
an
it.
opening. And he's taken down right around the 46-yard line.
Awesome running here on third down. That can bring a lot of confidence to an offense when they can pull that off so successfully.
On first and 10, he keeps it. Oh, and he's got blockers.
He makes his way
Inside
to
the
about
35.
32.
A gain of 14 yards. First down.
I'll explain all the stuff Danny's posting in a moment. I Gotta update the headlines channel. With last game's champion.
Tackled outside after a nice pickup.
For our game, it's gonna be 2nd and 6.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
It's 2nd and 6. Ball on the 28-yard line.
Second and 6, gonna find a man open.
He's tackled
Inside
at
the
2-yard
5, down
And
to
that
the
was
2-yard
an
line.
impressive looking play. When you can slice apart a defense like that, it puts a seed of doubt in their minds.
Quarterback keeper is gonna be brought down for a loss.
Loss of 5 on the play. That brings up 2nd and goal.
And this is the 9th play of the current drive.
The
Up the middle for
keeper
a nice game.
only get 4 yards. It's Kyle Bryant.
That's good for a gain of 4 yards. That makes it 3rd and goal.
Tackle made.
He's
around
gonna be
the
stopped
1-yard line.
again.
A 2-yard run
And
by
on
the
4th and
halfback.
goal with less than a yard to go.
The offense is
They're
staying
gonna
on
go
the
for it.
field. It's all or nothing. Here we go.
4th and goal. They need this, and they got it. Touchdown. And who else but Terrence Noel?
That was a very good all-around effort. The running, the blocking, the entire package. A well-deserved
They got that
score.
4th down.
They'll line up for
It's
the
gonna be
extra
a
point in an attempt to tie the
7-7 ball
game.
game.
And he tacks on the extra point. It was an 11-play, 75-yard drive, and a touchdown as a result.
And Brad, right now, the offensive line just winning the battle in the trenches, opening up some big running lanes.
We're even at 7 in this one. He just drills this one. He's to the 20. He got hit hard.
With the return, kickoff returns 22 yards.
This is a fun game, and I think we're going to see a lot of interesting football before it's over.
On 1st and 10, over the middle, it's
And a quick
caught for a
throw.
1st down.
Around the 35-yard line.
A 13-yard gain.
3 with the tackle at the 35-yard line. 1st down.
Bobble, bobble, bobble,
Looks for running back,
incomplete.
That's what can happen when you run
Went
the
through
same
everybody's
play.
hands.
You need to be aware of that and try to mix things up to keep the defense off balance.
2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 35. And he throws it away.
Incomplete.
Good job here by the defense. If you let this quarterback set and throw, he'll kill you all game. But they got excellent pressure on that play.
There are 5 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Fires
he's
that
got
one
it.
into the tailback. And he is drilled to the 49-yard line.
Gain of 16 on the play. That makes it 1st and 10.
And he makes it out to about the 47-yard line. About 2 yards there on that delayed handoff.
That makes it 2nd and 8.
On 2nd and 8, he
Got a
throws
man,
it,
watch
finds a man
out
past
here.
the 40. He's got room to the
And they
30,
make
and he's going to
stop
take a
at
shot at the
about
29.
29-yard line.
Gain of 18 yards. 1st down.
They come out in a 5-wide set.
First and 10.
Going for it all.
Heaves
to
it
the
up
end
there.
zone. He
Intercepted.
went way up, and he's got the interception.
Makes the interception.
So at the end of one quarter,
And I'll end the first
we get a
quarter.
tie game at
We are
7-7.
tied at 7.
And we welcome you back to the action here, and we have got a tight one going on in quarter number 2. He takes it right side for a good game.
It was a 5-yard gain. He's going to set up a 2nd and 5.
Gains of 2nd and 5.
Oregon eyeing a national championship spot. Barreling his way for a first.
After positive yardage.
Gain of 6 yards. First down.
Now, in terms of the history of the Oregon Ducks, when you think of their most successful period, you'll likely either think of now or the early 2010s with 2KU.
He's going to try and scramble.
Keeper
He's brought down in the open
for
field.
6 yards. They went to back-to-back national championships in 2011 and 2012,
Make it 2nd and 4.
winning the 2012 national championship over USF.
He's got
First
it.
down for
Room to run.
Burnett.
He's pushed out of bounds at the 45.
Now a gain of 18 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
And they wanted to make Oregon a present.
Now he tries to buy some time.
They want to make Oregon a presence. It's fumbled. It's picked up by Washington State, and they get the ball right back.
What do you think about that last turnover, Kirk?
Way to be heads up out there. That corner just made one heck of a play recovering that fumble.
It looks like a big
And
run.
the offense will take the field.
now Washington
They're
State
certainly
steals it
hoping to be
away.
better than they did in their last drive, which ended with a turnover.
And we'll see how aggressive this defense is when they come back out. I wouldn't be surprised if they kept up the pressure to try to fluster
On
this
1st and
quarterback
10, a
some
screen
more.
play over the
Quick
shoulder is
throw,
caught, but it's going to
tackle
lose
for a
yardage.
loss. Drop back 4 yards on that one.
But that play was sort of out of sync from the start, but you have to also recognize that the defense made a great play. They read it from the get-go.
2nd down, 14 coming up here. Ball on the 36-yard line. They come out in an empty backfield.
On 2nd and 14, swatted away.
Number 87 was the intended receiver on the play. 3rd down.
3rd and 14, it's
Little
caught.
toss across the middle.
And they won't get to the
for a
line.
loss.
Likely the punt team goes on. As I was saying about Oregon, the Oregon Ducks since 1978, from 1978
He's to the
until
40. They'll bring him down at the
out of bounds, a
44.
22-yard return, pretty good for Terrence Noel. They won the Rose Bowl back in 2004 over Penn State.
Misfortune struck as their last
That was only
drive
the
ended in
second
fumble.
time they had
I
ever
look for the
appeared
offense to
in a
come out with the
BCS
same
Bowl,
game
in what
plan
we
as
now consider the
before.
BCS
You don't
Bowls.
make changes after one play.
Since 1978, they
Here's
appeared in
down
the
the
Rose Bowl
catch, and
in
he's got room here.
1989,
Down he goes at the
losing to
38.
Ohio State. And then only 6 years later, Oregon will win the Rose Bowl over Michigan. They played a national championship in 2011, and they played a second one, winning the Natty in 2012.
Flips it middle to the running
Catch, and
back.
he's got room
And he's tackled at the
for the
28.
first down. Then 2014, they win a Rose Bowl against Iowa. They win another one in 2016 over. They win another one in 2016 over Penn State. And they played in 2 of the last 3 in 2020 and
Tackle after a
2021.
decent run up the gut.
Gain of 6 on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
They also played in the Natty in 2019. So Oregon in the 2010s has become one of the most prestigious and premier organizations in college football.
Good for a gain of 6 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
And for them to achieve something that a Michigan or an Alabama or an Ohio State could get in such a short amount of time is truly remarkable for Oregon
The 10,
as a
the
university.
5.
And it helps with all the
It's
talent they've
first and
had come
goal.
through here.
That makes it 1st and goal.
They have a Heisman winner back in 2012 with running back Daniel Hunter. And Burnett looks likely to be another one to add to the trophy ranks, as he's going to run it
Nice
in.
for
No, he's
extra
short.
yardage.
That's a gain of 3 on the play. That brings up 2nd and goal.
It's 2nd and goal. Ball on the 1-yard line.
And there's Kyle Bryant who runs it in for a touchdown.
And so they punch it in on the ground, Kirk Herbstreit.
Great job up front by the offensive line. They get a good, strong push.
And Danny, if you're still here, let me know what you think about these tickers. We saw the CBS one and the Fox one.
He makes the PAT.
Very tight-knit Oregon
Everyone's all
squad.
lined up and ready for the kickoff.
One of the
Sends it
flashiest teams in
sailing
the nation.
downfield.
You remember,
And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback.
both of us remember running
In a
book
game
record
that's
putting
this close,
106
you can't
points up
afford
on the
to
board
waste possessions.
in an FCS game against CSULA. It seems like Oregon and the city of Los Angeles have been tied at the hip.
Quick pass. That's a great tackle at the 27-yard line.
Number 27 on the tackle at the 27-yard line. That makes it 2nd and 8.
So they play 2nd and 8. Not gonna get there.
That's a gain of 8 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and inches.
And there's a first down for Washington State.
Gains his way
Whoa.
to the 46-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 11 yards.
What on earth happened there?
First down.
Like the Fox one.
He lets it fly.
He's gonna heave it up there, finds him in wide open. Gonna go all the way for a touchdown, Wazoo.
Washington State. Kirk, that was a beautiful pass and a nice
I want to
catch.
just talk up Oregon. Washington State here has had some amazing plays.
The receiver is the difference in this play. Well, that had to be a miscue of some kind or a mental error by the defense. This wide receiver was just too open for there not to be some kind of mistake by the defense. I'm sure the
He's up
defensive
and
coordinator
good,
is going
and
to
we're
want to get
tied
his
once
defense
again.
on the sideline and to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Washington State, the kick. And he got all of this one. Great kick. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. So now the offense comes back out, hoping for the same success they had on their last drive.
Well, obviously, I
You
don't
can
want to
bet
just
this
talk up
defense
Oregon
made
here.
some
I could talk up the
adjustments on the
whole
sideline, though. I don't know if they
Pac-10
can
and
stop
how
the passing
important
attack,
and
but
how
they need
relevant
to
it
at least
still
be able to
remains
slow it
in the
down.
college landscape here in 2KU. You can point to the national championships they won. Oregon State in 2000, USC in 2003, Stanford in 2010, Oregon, as we mentioned, in 2012, and Stanford back in 2021, the very first 2KU championship on stream.
42.
And of course have the litany of championships they've won outside of that.
And it's
Sometimes
caught,
it's
and
caught.
he's brought down quickly.
I think
Gonna
he
be a
could have
6-yard
taken a
gain for
risk
Burnett.
down the field, but he played it safe instead.
But the
and that's one of
Pac-10
the
is
keys
gonna
to
go-
winning ball games.
It's going to
So
go
it's
through
second
some
down now,
huge
and they need about
changes
4 yards to
next
pick up the
season.
first.
We'll have the divisions officially announced at halftime. For those of you who haven't paid attention, next season the Pac-10 will be the Pac-12, a 14-team league, adding Utah, San Diego State, SMU, and TCU. Next year, though, still like this year, they will play a
He's on the
9-game
run.
conference schedule.
And now he's going to run.
He's
Scoops it
fumbled!
up.
It's picked up again, and he's got blockers. This is going to be a
He's at the
huge
30.
play.
He's at the
It's the
20.
20 to the 10, 5,
And he's all the
touchdown,
way in
Washington
for the
State.
touchdown.
It always makes you nervous anytime a defender tries to pick up a fumble and run with it instead of just falling on
The
it.
big man's
Man,
gonna
did it work
scoop and
out for him
score
here
for
a
Wazoo.
big-time play in the score.
And the Cougars are going to take the lead.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. Nice
Look
kick,
at
plenty
how
of
the conference schedule will be revealed on the schedule day coming up in
and it goes
April.
into the end zone, down for a touchback.
However,
Well, this is a competitive
use
game.
some
It's
rules
fun to
set.
watch
Every
these two
team will
teams
be
go
guaranteed to
back and
play
forth.
against
Just
the
when you
LA
think
schools
one
every
team has
year,
the edge, the other gets right back into
alternating
it. It's
between
exciting.
USC
Well,
and
let's see if the
UCLA.
offense can make up for the misfortune they had just a few
Every team will
moments
be
ago.
guaranteed a
You know,
trip to
after that
California
last
every
turnover
year
by this offense, the momentum has really turned in this game. And right
against
now,
one of the
you gotta
5
believe this
teams
defense
in
is
the
gonna
state.
come out and play with a lot of
USC,
intensity and a lot
UCLA,
of
Cal,
aggression.
Stanford, or San Diego State.
At the 31-yard line. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
Less than a minute to go until the future of the conference is revealed.
Setting up blockers or running backs, got it on the screen. They'll bring him down.
12-yard
At the
reception
43.
for
Oregon
Terrence
will
Noel.
take their second time out of the half.
Oregon taking a timeout. It's
From their
likely
own 43-yard line. It's first down.
that we see if Washington State holds on and wins here, Oregon will still
Now
be in
he's
a BCS
scrambling.
bowl.
Runs with it, and he's
He's going
room.
to keep it
Brought down
to
at the
midfield.
50. So the keeper goes for about 7 yards.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Now
He's
2nd and
sailed
3. He's
along.
going to heave it. Finds a man
He's
open.
looking for
Touchdown,
more.
Oregon.
Touchdown.
White out here truly knows what he has to do to contribute to make his team
An
successful.
absolute
Boy, that
bomb,
was
and now
an easy
Oregon can
throw
tie
to
it
the
again.
quarterback. Had to be a mistake of some kind or miscommunication by the defense in that secondary, but the quarterback finds his receiver wide open for the touchdown.
The extra point to tie this game up. And he
Up
hits the
and good
PAT.
with 25 seconds to go in the
Four
half.
played, 75-yard drive, and they put up 7 points.
Boy, that is scoring in a hurry. This offense is looking more and more explosive.
You've got a stalemate right now, 21 apiece.
Kicks away. Wazoo will take it from their own end zone.
Oh, man.
And only get
He
to the
took him down
15,
hard.
16-yard line.
17 yards.
You always want to go in the locker room with momentum, so as we get closer to halftime, I think we'll see more and more attempts to create big plays.
1st and 10. Running back
He's taken
keeper.
down at the 26.
We'll get 9.
Gain of 9
Clock will run.
That brings up 2nd and 9.
Short yardage.
And that'll be the
situation
end
here.
of the
Second
first
down
half.
and
We're going to be
1.
tied
So
at
at the end of the half,
21
21,
after 2
21
quarters.
ball game.
All right, and this will be the time
Hi,
that
everybody.
we've been waiting
Glad
for
to have you with
to
us
look
on the
at
EA
the
Sports
conference,
NCAA Football
Pac-
14 halftime
the
show.
future of the conference, the
presented by Nissan.
Pac-12
Innovation
division,
that
the
excites.
Pac-12 North.
David
starts
Pollack
us
in the
off.
studio as always. So
The
let's
core
put a
remains the same.
perspective to what just
Cal,
went down in the first
Oregon,
30 minutes.
Oregon State,
If you
Stanford,
love what
Utah,
we just
Washington,
appreciate
and
great
Washington
offensive
State
line play, we're seeing it in this
will
game.
be joined
The pass
by
rush has been
Utah as the
completely
7th
negated,
member.
and I know that you
Meanwhile,
guys on
these-
defense talk
this will
not so
bring
much all
back
the time about
Cal
sacks,
in the
but
same division as
affecting the
Stanford.
quarterback. How big a deal is that?
And you got to find
Those
ways
are the
to
two
make
teams
them feel
divided
uncomfortable. And you'd
back when
like
the
to be
conference
able to
had
do it with
2
4
5-team
people
divisions.
and
We
not
had back-to-back
blitz
years
and put your secondary at risk.
where they've been
Sometimes
where
when
the
you're
top
not
2
getting
teams made the
home,
conference
sometimes you gotta bring a
championship.
fifth guy, and you got to bring a guy maybe
Now that they
with
go to
cornerback
14,
or
that they'll-
nickelback with more
they will
speed
be
off of the
bringing
edge. Right now,
to
what they're doing is
bring
not
back the
working. They got to
divisions.
change it
The
up.
Pac-
Maybe run some line
The
games up
Pac-12
front where
South,
people
on the other
cross
hand,
and
will have
stunt.
Arizona,
But you have to
Arizona
affect the
State,
quarterback if you don't want him to pick you apart.
That's going to do it.
San
for David
Diego
and me here
State,
in the studio. Time to
SMU,
get you back to the game.
TCU,
Brad and Kirk ready to take
USC,
you home
and
in the second
UCLA.
half.
Looking at the odds-on favorites
Heading into
right
the third
now,
quarter now. Tie ball game as we're set to resume play.
Number 7, deep
Excellent
the
kick.
favorites in order from the
This one's gonna be down
Pac-12
in the end
North
zone for a touchback.
being Oregon, Stanford, Utah, and then Washington
Now's when you
State.
start to approach each drive thinking that if you take the lead, then the
Wrapping up
momentum you
with Cal,
gain feels
Washington,
that much
and
more
Oregon
powerful.
State. The Pac-12 South, the odds-on favorites looking to be
Nice run
USC,
up the middle.
makes the tackle. Gain of 7 on the play.
looking to be USC, UCLA, TCU, Arizona State, San Diego State, SMU, and Arizona.
Nice run there.
6, the ball carrier. Gain of 7 yards.
Your projected 2024 conference championship would be Oregon and USC.
He has some room.
1st and 10.
Gains his
Keeper
way to the 49-yard line.
just short.
That's a gain of 10 on the play. That'll make it 2nd and inches.
Keeper Burnett.
Decent run here, right side.
Call it a gain of 4 yards. 1st down.
Gonna run it. That's
He's level
once
at
again
the
Terrence
33.
Noel, 13 yards on the play. He's got 50 yards on the ground so far.
Makes it 1st and 10.
This is 1st and 10. He's gonna keep it himself.
Quarterback's gonna run
He's
it.
got room around the pocket.
The fumble. The offense falls.
Oregon falls on the fumble. And that narrowly avoids disaster.
It's 2nd down
So
now.
how
Just a
many
few feet away from
Washington
that first
State
down
players
marker.
were above it? Terrence Noel scooped up the fumble. Keeper up the gut.
Takes it
for
up
a
the middle
first.
for a nice run.
And it seems like Burnett has just had issues holding on to the ball today.
1st down.
He has some room.
He keeps it.
Tackle made
There's a
at the
first down.
9-yard line.
Gain of 8 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 2.
Option play, not gonna go
Around the
anywhere.
12-yard
I
line.
wouldn't be surprised to see Washington State see that program revitalized with this appearance. I don't think that with the new teams coming in,
And this
they'll
is the
return
10th
to these
play of the
lofty heights in the
drive.
future. But I would expect them eventually to maybe take the mantle of a
Fred, I noticed during
take the
practice
mantle of a
this
team
week
like
that
Arizona
this
State who could
linebacker
pull
may
off a
be
big
wide
run.
receiver or
Oh
running
my,
back at heart.
oh
He's
my.
messing around during practice with some of the offensive skill players. Really, it pays off. for
quarterback
him here
down for-
as he's able to show enough
Quarterback down for
instincts there to be
Oregon.
able to
They're
knock
going to have to
that
kick a
ball away.
field goal here. Make it a 24-21 game,
He
and
gets
it's
it
up and
he's
through.
got it.
Even though they gave up a field goal here, that defense is feeling pretty good about themselves right now. It could have just as easily been a touchdown.
Looks like they're ready for the kick. He'll take it from the 2. He's to the 20. Tackle at the 23.
Return. Kickoff return 21 yards.
There's still
We'll
plenty
keep
of
a
time
tap
to keep
on
running their
that
offense
Burnett
as
injury.
usual here. I don't think they need to feel any anxiety about trailing. Fires out to his
Screenplay, it's
receiver.
going to be caught in a big
Gets
game
hit
of
out of
40.
bounds at about the 41.
Call it a gain of 18 yards. 1st down.
On 1st and 10,
He's out of
short
bounds
throw,
at the 45-yard
4-yard
line.
gain.
That's good for a gain of 4 yards. That makes it 2nd and 6.
On 2nd and 6, the throw short
And
caught,
they make the stop at about the 47
another 8-yard gain.
Gain of 8 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
Another first down for Wazoo.
Got a man, they knocked it
Incomplete.
loose.
Number 84 was the intended receiver on the play.
From the 47-yard line. 2nd down. The Ducks lost a player earlier, and Herbie, this is a big blow to this team. Doesn't look like he's going to play any more football today.
Let me see that injury again. Let me see where
Quick
the
throw out to
timetable.
receiver, incomplete.
Number 19, the intended receiver on the play. 3rd down.
You saw him going down with a leg injury. He was holding his leg. There's a
Gets it
first
out to his
down.
receiver in a
Big
hurry.
play for
Knocked out of
Wazoo inside the
bounds
20.
Around the 19-yard line.
Gain of 28 on the play. 1st down.
So an empty backfield with 5 wide receivers.
Hip pointer out for the game.
Boy, Brad, that was
There's a
big
sack
hit.
for Oregon.
I'll be interested to see how he
And
responds
Burnett
to
will
this
miss
hit,
the rest
whether
of
or
this
not he
game.
comes after his offensive lineman and challenges them to start playing a little bit better.
Remember, he had a huge injury that kept him out of most of last season.
And this is the 8th play of the drive.
David Richardson will be coming in for Oregon with that injury.
Looks middle, got his back, and he's taken down.
It's for Wazoo, 3rd and 15 now in field goal range.
That makes it 3rd and 15.
Gonna heave it up there to the sideline. Caught for the first down.
That makes it 1st and goal.
On 1st and goal to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State.
And so he found his receiver for the score.
And the closer you get to the end zone, the more difficult it becomes to throw the football because the field becomes much smaller to work with. But they did a very nice job there to come up with the touchdown.
Now with the PAT.
And he adds
Now
the
a
extra
4-point lead for Washington
so
State.
10-play, 76-yard drive, and they come away with 7 points.
You know, when you can throw the football as well as these guys can, you don't necessarily always have to have a balanced attack because you're so proficient in throwing the ball.
He's to the 20, and he's taken down at the 24-yard line. Wow, close game here, and up and down the field with both these offenses matching what the others done.
Well, it's fun to watch each offense get an opportunity to go out and make plays, and you're right. You almost feel as if one offense feels challenged and has to be able to bounce back, and they've done that.
As you look at the big plays today.
This deficit can be easily overcome, sure. But they have to be thinking if they don't get something going on this series, the burden is going to be felt by their defense.
On 1st and 10, Burnett will keep it.
Down he goes. Around the
Or pardon me, that's
36-yard line.
Richardson.
Nice run, and he's brought down.
Richardson gets 6 on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 4.
7 on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
Option play, they get it out to Terrence Noel.
He's
It's
knocked
going to
out
be
of
short.
bounds at the 46-yard line.
That's a gain of 3 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and inches.
Tackled around the 47-yard line.
I don't know what that was. They did the old fumble rooski, I guess. But it's enough for a first. Screenplay.
He's out to the tailback on the screen. And he's shoved out of bounds.
Tailback gets 8.
44-yard line.
Gain of 9 yards. That makes it 2nd and 2.
Might have been some early movement up front.
And there's a flag.
False start. Offense.
That penalty drives them back, and they're shooting themselves in the foot here.
Well, if they could just keep their concentration, they'll avoid situations like that.
It's 2nd down, 7 to go. Ball on the 49-yard line.
Second and 7. On the ground, it's fumbled.
Picks up the fumble.
And Washington State picks it up again.
And he's tackled around the 48-yard line.
That's the third fumble
And
for
that
Oregon.
fumble is gonna cost
Stolen
them.
away by
At this stage in
Washington
the game,
State.
the number one rule has to be to hold on to the football.
Last time out, they were able to pick up big chunks of yards.
They'll
through the
review
air.
it.
You wonder if they'll go back to that same strategy, or will they start to lean a little bit more on their ground game?
Oh, no, he was
And
down
the booth
there.
is going to take a few looks at this to see whether or not the ball came out before he was down.
Yeah, that's a down knee.
I
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Oregon
So
lucky
after the
there.
review, they reversed the call on the field.
Now we're on 3rd and 2. And off up the gut with room to run.
He gets to about the 24-yard line.
Quarterback keeper on the option.
Brought down to the open field. He keeps it
3-yard
and maybe
gain.
gets 3 yards.
That'll make it 2nd and 7.
He fights forward to about the
Not gonna get
20.
a yard. It's 3rd and 6.
Gain of 1 yard. That'll bring up 3rd and 6.
Finds man open for the first.
And that sets them up for the first.
It's gonna be a
and goal.
12-yard gain.
Gain of 12 on the play.
Down to about the 8-yard line. They hand it off to Kyle Bryant for a gain of 5.
That's good for a gain of 5 yards. That brings up 2nd and goal.
Kyle Bryant cuts his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Oregon will take the lead.
So he punches it into the end zone for the 2nd time today.
He's stepping up in a tight game. You need your playmakers to shine when it's a close ball game.
Trying to go up by 3. They'll kick the extra point. And he converts the extra point.
Extra point is good.
Oregon to kick this one off. Makes it out
On
to
return,
maybe
whoa.
the 19-yard line.
Kickoff return, 18 yards.
There's still plenty of time to keep running their offense as usual here. I don't think they need to feel any anxiety about trailing.
On 1st and 10, it's caught.
They're going to lose yards.
They're gonna
He
lose
tackles
3.
immediately. Great display of offense by both teams so far. As we head to the 4th.
31-28.
Oregon.
The Oregon Ducks hold on to a 3-point lead as we enter the 4th.
Great 3 quarters of action. Tight ball game. And now it's the 4th quarter, and this will decide it.
Quick screen.
Pass. They'll bring him down.
That's gonna
to the
lose.
17-yard line.
It's gonna lose yardage.
That'll make it 3rd and 13.
3rd and 13.
He throws left.
Throwing it up.
He almost
Incomplete.
had it, but it's incomplete.
Nearly an interception. And the punt unit will come on the field.
They've got 10 guys up. They're coming after the kick. They get this one off, and it's a beauty.
It's away. 40.
He makes it out to maybe the 49.
11-yard return. About the 49. It's going to be a 1st and 10. Oregon has the chance
This
to
is
go
a
up
pretty
2
crucial
scores.
series right here, with things being so tight. Your best players have to step it up on both sides of the ball. Oregon has a 3-point lead.
The handoff to Burnett, and he's got...
Down at the
Pardon
36.
me, that's not Burnett. Handoff to Noel. Richardson throws it, finds a man open.
He goes out of bounds.
First down.
The 21-yard line.
That makes it 1st and 10.
Now Oregon. Burnett was out most of the year. Mark Buchanan came in at number 17. He transferred. He's now starting quarterback for Wisconsin. who's in the Big Ten championship, which we'll see
Gets
tomorrow.
out to about the 11-yard line.
Oh, he's still up.
And he carries the ball for a nice
He'll get
gain.
5.
Gain of 5 yards. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You did post something for me. Congratulations. I'll send the other thing in the chat later. It's a touchdown, Oregon.
That's what makes this offense so tough to defend. When you have a
David
quarterback with the ability
Richardson,
to run and
backup
throw, and he
coming
gets
in.
down into this
And we'll
area of
give
the field,
Oregon a
chances
10-point
are he's
lead
going to find
here.
his way into the end zone.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. A nice 5-play, 51-yard drive. And they put up 7 points.
Brad, that's one of those drives that can just tear your heart out. It can really demoralize a defense when they drive the ball down the field, and a lot of the yards came on the ground.
And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. The last time this offense had the ball, it was 3 and out.
On 1st and 10.
And he hits him hard at the 33-yard line.
8-yard gain.
Call it a gain of 8 yards. That makes it 2nd and 2.
He
And
makes
that
it
run up the
to
gut
maybe
will give him the
36-yard
first.
line.
Gain of 3 on the play. 1st down.
Out of bounds,
That's
right
out
on
of
the
bounds.
39-yard line.
Gain of 3 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
I don't know what just happened there.
Catches it,
With
and that's
with
all.
my overlay.
Makes the reception.
There we go.
38 on the tackle at the 46-yard line. 3rd down.
Nice run to the
Quarterback will
outside.
keep it.
That's a gain of 5 on the play. That makes it 1st and 10.
Here's the 1st and 10. Wazoo now down 2 scores. He's going to throw it short. It's almost
Play overall
intercepted.
by the offense. The quarterback's doing everything he can to be able to make the play work and try to execute. The problem is the offensive
Talk
line
about classic
did not
Pac
do a good job
10
protecting
football.
him. They're very
400
fortunate that
yards
ball
each.
wasn't intercepted.
400 yards combined between these two teams.
Nearly
Almost
intercepted.
intercepted
I'm
again.
not sure the quarterback saw him when he was getting ready to pass because he stuck his paw right in the passing lane.
3rd down, and they need to get it down to the 39.
On 3rd and 10. He's
saves
going
the
to heave
ball.
it deep. Finds him an open.
And a great
Touchdown,
catch.
Washington State.
And that makes it 3 scoring tosses for him.
He's
And a
been letting
big
it fly
bomb.
today, and his receivers are making plays. That is a great touchdown.
Say his name right. Calvin Taylor, the quarterback for Wazoo.
Here's the point after to try to cut this to a
He's
3-point
stealthily been
game.
climbing up draft boards this season.
And he hits the PAT. An 8-play, 76
And he may be a reliable NFL backup in the future, if not
Washington State is ready to kick it away.
if not a starter.
He just
some
drilled
point.
this one. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Oregon's game plan couldn't have imagined things to go this well. They've scored 24 points in a row. And offense is back on the field after running the ball very well on their last drive.
Right, now
This
Oregon
offensive
back
line
out.
really opened up some big gaps for the running back last time.
Throws it in a hurry.
On a screenplay, he's got room to
And they
run
push him out at
to the 40.
41. Oregon holds a field goal lead.
What is this? They did it
Nice run
again.
there as they work the outside.
Gain of 5 on the play. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Around the 46.
No gain. On 3rd and 5. They hand it off once again to Terrence Noel, the workhorse of this Oregon offense.
Super effort by the tailback to pick up a nice gain and a first down. He's really a good-looking ball carrier.
Richardson's going to keep it himself.
Good tackle there in space.
Good job making sure you hold on the ball. He's very lucky that fumble got overturned. Option play. Who else but Terrence Noel?
First down, 10
Noel,
yards
a
to go.
senior. This is his
Ball on
final
the 31-yard
Pac-10
line.
championship game. It's very likely that we'll see him go number 1 on the board from the NFL draft. Likely to be the top back off the board. I'll let the clock run here. Under 2 minutes. Oregon potentially could get, at the very least, a 6-point lead. At the most, a 10-point lead. We're going to try the triple option.
He's taken down at about the
No
31.
avail.
Washington State's going to use their first time out of the half.
Wazoo calls their first time
From
out.
the 31-yard line. It's 2nd down. Just under 2 to go in the game.
And off to Kyle
They get
Bryant
nice
for a
yardage on
4-yard
that
gain.
run. The Cougars use their 2nd timeout. Here's the 8th play of the series.
One timeout left for Washington State.
He's on the
Gonna
run.
run it.
Now he's going to run.
He
and
hit
watch
the
out.
first? Yes, he
Got
did.
him for extra yardage. Washington State's called their final timeout.
And now the Cougars are out of timeouts. And a score could put this out of reach.
And he's tackled after positive yardage.
Call it a gain of 5 yards. That brings up 2nd and 5.
From the
They could let the
14-yard
clock
line.
run here
2nd down.
realistically. They want one more
And they
touchdown
make the
for the
stop
road.
around the 12-yard line.
We have under a minute to go.
That makes it 3rd and 3.
It's going to tick. The quarterback's going to keep it. Richardson.
Well, you can see the elation on the defensive coordinator's side of things, and why not? His
Gonna be
defense
short.
just came up with one of the biggest stops of the game.
They're gonna
in
try a
vital
field goal.
spot in this 4th quarter. It's 4th down. This should be an easy field goal.
The field goal will make it so Wazoo could win it. But they're not going to have any time to work with. Five, four, three. Tracking close to going off sides. But
Kicks
it'll be
away.
7
And it's through the
seconds
uprights.
remaining. It's going to be a 41-35 Oregon lead.
They're lined up to kick, and they might just kick it short and prevent a long return. He really got a hold of that kick. And it goes into the
7
end zone,
seconds on the
down for a
clock.
touchback.
Wazoo
And what
in
a
need
game
of a
it's been for
miracle.
this quarterback, Kirk.
Well, I think this whole offense is really clicking, and it's allowing him as a quarterback just to settle in and find his rhythm. Right now, this guy is having one of those performances that makes this defense have to make some kind of adjustments because he's in a zone. And if you don't do anything to get him out of that zone, it's going to be a long day for this defense.
Well, it's time to show how mentally tough he is now. Can he lead them to a winning drive here? Even in a game this
A
close,
touchdown
I think
and a
it's
field
gonna take
goal
something
wins it.
very unexpected to change the outcome. But
In
that
need of a
doesn't mean it won't
miracle.
happen. Gets it
Taylor's
out to
gonna
his
throw it
receiver in a hurry.
short.
He gets hit out of bounds.
They'll get it out of
at the
bounds
32.
with 2
Second
seconds to
down,
go.
and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down.
Calvin Taylor,
And
redshirt
it all
senior.
comes down to this. One last chance to throw
The
one
last
up
chance
and
for
see if
heroics.
somebody can bring it down and win the game.
Taylor,
Feeling the
he's
pressure, and he
sacked.
fumbles the football.
Oregon
It's recovered.
is going to win the final Pac-10 championship.
The Ducks know that they have to enjoy this
41
guy while they've got him, because
to
somewhere down the line he's going to be at the
35.
next level.
The
Well,
final
that'll
score.
definitely be in his future,
The
but
number
for
3
now,
Ducks
he needs to
improved to
sit back
12
and
and
just
1.
enjoy this performance
Remain
and really
unbeaten in
the play
conference.
caller, the quarterback, the offensive line, the receivers, the entire group as just a whole
Championship MVP
should
went
feel
going to
good
Terrence
about
Noel.
their performance.
That does it for this edition of NCAA
Certainly they'll
Football
be
14.
thankful
For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Brad
that
Nessler
Andrew
saying
Burnett
so long.
will be back next week, or their next game rather, against some team. They will be playing in the BCS. Maybe they'll be in the national championship. Either they're going to Pasadena or New Orleans. Time will tough for them. As for Washington State, they could still hold their heads high, as this has been a remarkable season regardless. Depending on how things shake out, I could see them looking on the outside in for a BCS spot. They've never played they haven't played in the BCS Bowl since that format was introduced. Last time they played in a bowl game we call BCS Bowl now was in '97, playing in the Rose Bowl. And the Oregon Ducks have nabbed the conference championship. Thank you all for watching tonight's games. We have a whole marathon coming for you tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. Looking over the schedule, the Missouri Valley Championship will kick us off with South Dakota State and Southern Illinois. The MAC Championship up next with Kent State and Eastern Michigan. Following that, the Big East title, Boston College, West Virginia. Then the Big 12 chip as Baylor takes on Oklahoma State. The ACC Championship has Virginia and Duke. The SEC Championship, Florida takes on Tulane. The Sun Belt title, FAU plays Troy. And the Big 10 Championship, Wisconsin and Penn State duke it out. In the WAC Championship, Hawaii takes on New Mexico State. And we wrap with the Mountain West that day as TCU and Utah square off. Thank you all for watching tonight's games. We'll see you tomorrow.